Good morning. It's sunshine again, finally up here in the Portland area. The weekend. I had my third oldest daughter, her husband, and the two kids. And as exhausting as you heard that was, and I'm still exhausting, I kind of feel like I've been run over by a truck. No, I'm sure I don't feel like I've been run over by a truck, but I am exhausted. And it is already afternoon, and I'm just getting out of bed because that's how exhausted I am. Um, yeah, and of course, as soon as the children leave and could be playing outside, guess what's happened? Yeah, it's beautiful today. It rained so much water this weekend. So much rain. It rained enough rain to last us a week last weekend. It was something else. But you know what always happens in the Northwest? What always happens in the Northwest whenever you have a weekend of rain is everything bursts forth floral wise. And I don't know if you can see behind me. These are all shrubs, so the blooming's done on those. There's somewhere, if you see a hint of pink, that's a little miniature rose that's growing back there. But my flower pots are so happy. My little chive lady is so happy. We have some yarrow by the house that is so very happy. And I haven't even looked at my garden because it's been so crazy. Who's had a chance to go out there? I should check though, because I probably have peppers. I guess maybe this can become a weekly thing. This will be your weekly walk to the garden, and we'll have a look at see what's happening. It's a lot narrower to look at right now because it's mostly shrub as I look around to see if we got anything going on. But I could definitely show you the pot progress. I have two identical pots, so I'm only going to show you one. But I'll take you on a little walk. Here's my little messy mop girl. Believe it or not, those chives, because they had wilted, are now growing down. She's still dry. She needs more water than I give her because I'm not a very good watering parent. Here's one of my big pots. But this sedum has just taken off. And then this is a holdover from last year. I do not have this in my other pot, but it sure is happy. And then, can't remember the name of this. But these normally are shade lovers, but these are the sun versions. And then this cool thing, again, we made a good choice this year in getting some semi-succulents. Here is the yarrow. Well, I believe it's a yarrow. Super happy right now. Let me look. There's a miniature rose over here. Oh, it's a peachy one. Oh, it's doing a little better. It has never been very happy and very not taken care of over there. All green. All green now. The blooms are gone. The kids took a little swipe at the box, or at the, I can't think of the name right now. I'll add it in. Can't think of the name right now. This is how tired I am. This thing, done. It's done. All these plants are done and need to be deadheaded, but I've had a house full. Oh, look, we have an iris that's popped out late. This is the rose that's still going. And it'll probably go all summer. Oh yeah, it will definitely go all summer. But it's, because it's a miniature rose and sort of been left to run amok, which I'm not going to do anything about because I think these blooms on the tips of the long branches will be pretty later. It's just, it's subtle floral. You don't see a lot of the bold floral. We have this that is unidentified. I can't wait till it comes up because if it's a big purple one, it'll be lovely. And green, green, green. The mint is taking over. No apples on the apple tree. I didn't see it bloom, so I don't think there's any blooming that's happened. There we go. Oh, look, the tomato has recovered. Tomato's happy now. No blooms yet, though. I have a friend who's got budding tomatoes on theirs. Peppers. The peppers have burst. They're a lot bigger. My nasturtiums should start coming up with blooms pretty soon, and look at what a difference a week makes. Those are the beets that I probably need to thin, and then my onion blooms, which I just like. I really should have pulled them out, but I'm letting them flower. And then on this side, oh good, it's assured. We will have carrots. If you look down in there, carrots. And then I have an abundance of volunteer tomatoes that I'm gonna have to get at. And we have a zucchini that is happy. And we have, oh, what's this? Don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Cucumber and tomatoes coming out my ears. What's funny is I didn't even leave any tomatoes in here. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, there we go. Hello again. I didn't even leave any dead tomatoes that I knew of, so maybe I turned them under. You know, it's beautiful volunteer tomatoes. I'll have to Thursday night see if any of my ladies who come to knit with me want any, because I'm gonna go back under my umbrella. See my little umbrella behind me? It has been a lifesaver. The umbrella has been a lifesaver, and before we found the umbrella, I'm gonna sit down with you again. Before we found the umbrella, we bought a little, oh, you know those little covered tenty things that they have at farmers markets and stuff? We bought one of those, thinking, well, we need shade back here. This is south facing, hot as Hades in the heat of the summer. So we got one of those thinking, oh, we'll just use that, because we couldn't find an umbrella that wasn't astronomically expensive, and we weren't sure we were going to be here very long. Well, we then found a store going out of business that had them reasonably priced, including the base. So I think it was like $100 with the base or something like that. And so we bought it and used it, and then never used the tent. And we were going to take the tent back. Didn't do it because, you know, life gets in the way. And thank goodness we didn't, because we have used that tent in the rain when people came to visit during COVID, because we could sit on the patio and just be undercover. And then we also used it to protect us from the sun when my kids all came over during COVID, and we had to move out to the grass, and the kids ran around and played, and it was lovely. This weekend we used it to protect us from the rain while the kids played in the rain. But it worked. It's done its purpose. It's been used, and it will continue to be used because it's now my friend. Yeah. So we're looking for a house to buy. If anybody knows of an interesting house to buy, we are looking for an interesting house. Not a 1980s, 90s, 2000s. We don't want a new house. We want an old house. Yeah. And we made the mistake of finding a beautiful house that we immediately put an offer on and didn't get. A beautiful Victorian in downtown Forest Grove that now we have in our heads, and we're probably never going to find anything as good again. Darn it, we missed out. But so yeah, we're looking for a house if anybody sees one. And we are not stuck to the Portland area. We are, at this point anyway, are willing to go anything commutable within 2 hours. So that's the point. That's where we're at right now. I mean, it depends on the house. We have to fall for it. But yeah, so if anybody knows of a house that's around, I frankly would like to maybe look at Tucson, but we haven't come to that conclusion yet. But we also don't know how often David has to come into work next year. So that's a thing. Anyway, that's it for today. Just going to be a little, I don't know how quick it is. Not too long, I hope. Tomorrow, I promise, there will be knitting or something. Knitting, crafty related, because it has been too long. I do know I need to clean up my sewing room now because I've had company and it became the dumping ground, which isn't fair, but it is what happened. So there's some cleaning that needs to happen in our house. We have accumulated stuff and we have not unpacked enough stuff. So it's a hot mess. Anyway, I've got postage to deliver today and a couple orders to fill, and then I'm going to rest and maybe think about what I'm going to knit next. Bye.